Okay, I have, this is the deplorable that I'm working on. I've got it sanded up to, 220 is the next grit. And I'm gonna get that heat treated and in the tempering oven before the day is out. But I sort of took a side track. I've been thinking I am gonna go to Kydex, not, exclusively, but I'm gonna offer some of my straight knives with Kydex. See, the thing is, it molds to the blade, and if you have like a hump like this, you wouldn't be able to pull it out. See what I'm saying? It would mold to this narrower part, and this thicker part, the wider part right here, wouldn't be able to come out of the sheath. So my BC Special and my dinner skinner, I know for sure, oh, and my swamp rat, I know for sure I can put in Kydex. And anyway, since I'm experimenting, I thought I would add a little flair to the handle. Normally, my handle comes down like this. That little tail isn't there. But I thought I would try that. And if I like it, I'm going to alter my pattern. Let me get my pattern. I'll show you the difference. It's not a, huge amount of difference. But see, the dinner skinner, the swamp rat could be put, the sharp finger could not go in a Kydex sheath. And the dinner skinner, the BC Special, and the swamp rat could. So here we go. This is the pattern. So that's all I did. So what do you think? I know it's hard to tell without the wood on it, but and it does feel pretty good in the hand, and I got pretty big hands, and that really fills my hands up. And you add the wood to that, and that's going to be a nice grip, I think. And I like it. I'm going to go ahead and make one. I'm going to trace this out on a piece of cardboard, and if I like it, I'm going to make a new pattern. So let me know what you think so far. I mean, it's hard to tell without wood on it. It's hard to tell with it not being a knife. And by the time I get all the sanding done, this probably won't be that sharp, just the nature of sanding tends to bring things down a little bit. That point won't be so sharp is what I'm saying. Okay, now I'm gonna get this knife sanded up to 600, 800. I'm on 220, so I got to go a lot further than that. And since I've done such a really good job on these lower grits, I'm not going to pre-buff it before I heat treat it, because I'm confident that I've got all the deepest scratches out. So I don't need to buff it before heat treating it. And the reason I do that most often is because if I don't do an excellent job of the lowest two grits, and then I heat treat it and temper it, and then I go buff it, and I always find a scratch that it takes me hours to work out on the buffer. And so I have started working really hard and sanding way, way beyond what is visible to the eye. I sand all the scratches out, and when I think there's nothing left, I sand another 10 minutes. And that seems to work. The last couple of knives I've made, I've done just that. Done a really super job on the two lowest grits, and it's been able to go right into the tempering oven, and right into the forge, the tempering oven, and then buff it. And it is a little bit harder to buff, but it's worth saving that 2 hours of buffing time. And it's not just the buffing time, it's the amount of schmutz that covers me. There's no way to avoid it. And, if I can do this way, I have cut that in half. And the wheels, these are all brand new wheels, and my coarsest wheel is already worn down to the point where I'm going to have to replace it. And, by themselves, they're $17 plus shipping. So I gotta find ways to cut my time and my expenses, and I'm doing it a little at a time. So here we go. I'm fixing to get to sanding. And it's about time. You think you can just... What the heck was that? Lordy, 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 lordy. I don't know why, but this took me forever to sand. All right, I'm at 600. That's as high as it's going to get. I'm fixing to go heat treat this and get it in the tempering oven. And then I'm going to come back, and I think I'm going to do something that I haven't done before. I'm going to kind of skeletonize the handle. Basically, I'm just going to drill a bunch of holes all over it to lighten the handle up. I'm thinking about, look at this. This is warped and it ain't even, Isn't that something? This is that New Jersey steel bearing steel I've been telling you about. Let me get my straight edge here. Alrighty, let's move things away so we can see the reflection, if there is one. Yep. It's hitting there, and it's hitting at the end. So there's about a 1/16 of an inch warp, which I can straighten out. But it's weird that it's warped before I even heat treat it. And that's the problem with the New Jersey steel bearing steel I've been getting. I've been getting, minor imperfections. Let's see if I can... Yeah, see, this is very weird looking steel. And the steel I got at home, the new stuff that I got from Texas Knife Steel, is much better finished. So there's nothing wrong with the steel. It's just that it takes a lot more sanding and work to sand my way down through the visual imperfections. Okay, I'm going to go heat treat and temper this, and then I'm going to skeletonize. I think it's called skeletonizing, but basically I'm just lightening the handle with a whole bunch of holes in it so it will be more blade heavy, because I think I'm going to go ahead and make this my very first Kydex sheath. I have to order a couple things, and when I get home I'm going to get on my big computer so I can blow the pictures up and see what I need to order. But I think this is going to be my first Kydex sheath here. I haven't decided what I'm going to use for the handle either. Okay, I think that's it. I've made you watch long enough. That's all I'm going to do is heat treat this, get it in the tempering oven, then drill this handle, then I'm going home. And then I'm going to get online and go to knifekits.com and start looking for the clips that go on the Kydex sheaths that hook to your belt. Alrighty, have a good Sunday. Tomorrow I will be buffing this and getting handles on it. By the day's end tomorrow, Sunday, this will have the handles on and it will be buffed. Have a good Sunday, y'all.